Oh, yeah. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of the Mason and Friends Show.
Dance.
You're so stupid.
Once again, we got Amy with us here, Julian in the house.
Can a cracker get a table dance? Go ahead, my bad.
The crack could be an idiot.
All day.
All day, every day. All day, every day. So, Amy seems to be our regular sex petition here.
She's the sex expert.
She's a sex
For
expert.
Mason and Friends.
She likes to talk about
Sexpert.
all kinds of
She's a
interesting
sexpert.
sexual
You're
things
stupid.
here on the Mason and Friends show.
The sexpert of the Mason and Friends show.
She likes to get a little input,
Yeah, I need some feedback.
a little feedback on
Y'all text now if you got any questions.
questions and all sorts of stuff like
sexpert.
that. Yeah, we got to figure out a way to get in touch with people on a more
gotta make
regular
something
basis.
Yeah. So, this is some serious shit right now.
Fuck.
Okay? Serious shit. Alright. There's some really good looking dudes, right? You know, the kind of dudes like Channing Tatum and shit like that.
Don't know about it, wouldn't fuck him.
Let me finish.
You wouldn't fuck Channing Tatum? I hear
He's
that.
too big.
He's too
Listen.
big.
So, you know,
I think he'd hurt me.
they're like those chicks that think they're bad and they know it. Or they are bad and they know it, right?
Yeah, but then they don't do anything when you have sex with them.
Not just that, you don't even get that far because they cannot kiss. And if they do kiss, maybe some girls are desperate and they feel like they have to have a hot dude. I'm going to tell you who's the best fucks. Average Joes. Average Joes
Yeah, we do pretty good job.
are the best fuckers. Okay?
Yeah.
All right? And
I represent for average
I was
Joes.
a 100,000 man earlier, so I'm still got to be that way right now.
Yeah, you're a $100,000 man. You can't be average Joe like I'm average Joe.
Damn it.
no, I'm for
upper
real.
class. Fuck.
Man that lives in his parents' basement will fuck your ass better than the man that makes $100,000 a year.
I got a friend.
Good looking dudes are too busy looking at themselves.
For real.
For real. They
So
are.
you think like a Brad Pitt looking motherfucker spends all kinds of time staring at himself in the mirror?
Oh, he's definitely dolling himself up more than one. It takes him 12 and a half minutes to go to Walmart. He just ain't gonna get up and roll out. This motherfucker got to find everything, make sure it's shit straight. Make sure it's
No.
buttoned up right good.
Dudes like that don't have to do anything. They just get up and look good.
No, he don't. Shit.
Oh, it's like that, huh?
Yeah, it's like that. But
Nah,
what
he
I'm
ain't got
saying
that.
is because they think
that.
they think they're so bad that they don't have to put the attention into a female, right? So they're shitty lovers. I would rather have an average Joe any day than somebody who turns everybody's heads.
Well, because you want a dude that's got something to prove in a sack and not somebody that's like, bitch, you lucky to be with me. You see these?
Yeah.
You see all 8 packs here?
Look
All,
at this dick. Look at this dick. Look at this dick. You lucky you get this dick. Look at this dick.
you see this dick? I use it to
Motherfuckers
hammer
like that.
nails into
Look-
board,
look
and then
at
I
this dick.
fuck your pussy so good.
Look at this dick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
shit like
also, okay, yes. But also, some people may not know this, and this is for all the dudes, okay? Y'all really need to do breath checks, okay?
Breath checks, huh?
Please, goddamn, I cannot tell you how many times you'll be into a dude, you'll be feeling him, you'll be looking over, touching,
Shit
whatever.
breath.
And then next thing you know, he comes at you with dog shit breath. Now, you can be Channing Tatum, but if your breath smells like dog shit, it's a wrap.
We
It's-
just had shit breath conversation.
It's a fucking
2
wrap.
episodes
There's
ago.
been a number of shit
but
breath
maybe guys
conversations.
don't care. Do you go to kiss a hot chick and her
You
breath
have to
smells
care
like dog
if you
shit?
know if your breast if there's no way you don't know your breast.
Well,
smell like
right.
shit.
Like, I
didn't-
mean, my underarm stinks right now, right? Like, I ain't take a shower in like a day and a half or so. So my ass, like, I ain't fresh when it comes to like under my arms. So I have a pretty good understanding of like when I am stinky and when I'm not stinky, right? So like, I feel like my breath might be a little questionable. I don't know because I haven't like. I ate something
check.
earlier and I haven't breath checked and but like I'm not like a typically stinky ass motherfucker unless like I go out of my way to be stinky. You know what I mean? Like if I was with a chick that was like, I need you to be real stinky, I'd be like, well, I guess I'll go for a run and then
Alright.
hang around all day and
I'm saying that wrong. Not a breath check. Pop the fucking gummermint just to be sure. You
Well-
know how easily you can lose a lay if your breath is fucked
but
up?
like say you've been out at the bar, right? You meet a chick at the bar and you're having a drink. And then the chick wants to go hook up with you somewhere. Is she gonna be complaining about your fucking bar breath? Like
No,
I smell
'cause
like
hers is stale
cigarettes
as
and
fuck,
beer.
too.
Exactly.
And she don't
But
give
You're
a
got
fuck.
the
talking
shit
about
breath?
like you're talking about shit breath, like chilling on the couch at the house with somebody. Like you didn't hung out with him a few times, and you need a motherfucker to like check their breath on like a regular basis. Like, yo, can you brush your teeth before I come over?
Right.
Like, let me ask you something. Like, if you with the chick, like, I've been with a number of different females, and some of them smell better than others, right? So, like, should
Are you
I
talking
like
about their pussy or their breath?
usually more like a vaginal smell, but like I'd say like every vagina has its own smell. Some vaginas have a more appealing smell than other vaginas. Every vagina has its own smell to it. So, like,
Some stronger than
As
others.
in, every vagina is not the same.
exactly, every vagina
It's all the same. It's all the same fucking theory. Every vagina's not the same. It don't taste the same. It don't look the same. It ain't got the same color. There's something different. It's like your fucking fingerprints.
Okay.
Fucking with
Right.
JJ is
But have you ever
everything.
seen a pussy that made you not want to fuck? No. See?
I mean, I don't think I've ever seen the vagina
Have you
itself,
seen
but
an
I've
ugly dick? That
I've-
she was like, nah, that's not going in this whole.
yeah, but
Absolutely.
I'm saying like do you get to the point
You've
where
seen-
like
you've
the
had a
dick is
non-fuckable dick?
I'm
You've had
saying
a
like
non-fuckable
the
dick?
dick is out and you're like put that away and get the fuck out of here. You've gotten to that point with somebody.
Absolutely.
See, like I meet a chick and I
How'd
think
that work? That's what I want to know. Okay, so I want to know about how that works.
Because as soon as it comes out, you can smell the fucking urine because some dudes don't shake well enough.
dear God. So he smelled like piss when he pulled his dick out, and that's
Some
when you
old-
were like, get
Some
out.
old piss, yeah.
So what happened? So when you say you
Some
ever,
bumps and shit on there that's not supposed to be there.
all right, so
He
so,
had
fucking
that
right.
pissy smelling bumpy dick.
so he pull out a piss bump dick, and you say you better put that motherfucker away, or you call Uber. Like how that work right there? Where
Yeah,
you
like
start
were you
getting
nice
wet?
about it, or were you like, listen, pissy dick, get the fuck
no,
out of here?
No, I'm nice about it because I think that women are too hard on men. They hurt their
He
feelings.
got dick put. Dick
You got a
put
hell of a
piss.
you got a hell of a mentality.
He got
They
dick
are.
put
Women are too
piss.
hard on men. They don't suck dick enough. And
Women can be
uh,
vicious.
oh fucking A, they are.
They can be real vicious.
They're mean as shit.
If that should happen,
Well, it's
I
because
would be
half
like,
of them can't
"Oh."
keep it real. I don't think it's like
They need to keep it
I don't
real.
think it's like they're mean. I think it's like they're emotional cowards, so they can't like say to someone how they actually feel. They're just gonna continue to say what they think you want to hear and sort of play that game until like maybe one day they're just like, oh, I don't like this guy. I gotta not talk to him anymore.
But you know what else women do? Women sometimes don't even give a fuck about you, but they're going to lead you on and make you think that you're going to get to fuck them because all they want is the attention.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Happens all the time.
yeah. But they're even more simple-minded than even like that's some real low down. You're a dumb bitch shit right there.
Yeah.
Like little miss, I need attention, so let's
Yeah.
hang out and I'm going to treat you like maybe I actually respect you when I just want you to spend money on me because I'm that insecure.
Because I'm going to tell you right away.
Like-
I'm going to fuck you or I'm not going to fuck you.
Right.
You're going to know pretty soon. Like,
Well, that's a whole lot more respectable of a mentality to have.
because listen, I don't give a shit. I'm X amount of years old, right? We'll
Sure.
leave it at that.
Hey, I'm X amount of years old
Right, and so I'm not into playing games. And you know what? People say, "Oh, you're a slut because you had sex on the first date." No, I'm not. I know what I want when I want it. If I want to fuck on date one, I'm fucking on date one.
too. Well, but like
if
you
I
know,
want to
if
wait
you
until date
if
three,
you
I'm waiting
fuck
until
like
date
70
three.
guys on date one, then maybe you're a slut. But if you go out with like 15 dudes
you
over the
can
course
fuck
of 12
70
years
chicks.
and you fuck 3 or 4 of them on the first night, I'm just saying like the law of averages. Like, you know, I can be a slut too. You know, like if I'm fucking going out on 70 first dates and fucking every one of them, then like I'm probably more of a man whore than half the women that I'm fucking on the first date.
Do you wear a condom?
Sometimes.
Oh, that's fucking nasty.
On the first date, you gotta glove
That
it
is-
down.
If I'm
Fucking
fucking them on the
nasty.
first date, sure. Absolutely, I'm wearing them with a condom.
What if you're drunk?
Yeah, I'm probably wearing a condom too. Like,
Probably not.
I'm saying, like, I've been through whatever,
beer
with
goggles
or
on.
without.
Y'all ever have the true shit where you get drunk and you think somebody's real hot, and you fuck them, and the next day you're like, "What the fuck is next to me?"
Couple times, but
He said a couple times.
No, I haven't done that one.
That's because you didn't open your eyes wide enough to see them.
No,
Fucking,
usually my beer goggles are not that
I always fuck
altering.
with a condom. I used to fuck a condom when I was married. Hey, you ain't more
Damn,
than
what's
me.
that say about your wife?
No, you ain't more than me. Well, I mean, I knew it was gonna be them, but it was still, I ain't gonna, you know.
Well, I mean,
Whole
like,
concept.
if I'm fucking some chick I just met, then sure, I'm going to wear a condom. If I've been with a girl for a while and I'm into her or whatever,
That's
like,
just
I'm
like
probably
you.
not.
Come in,
But
hey, I
like,
got my shit squared up. You good? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put this
See,
on.
I was
That's
about
fine.
to say.
All right then. Yeah, I know you're good,
he's
but I'm gonna
skipping
wrap
a
this
lot.
up.
He's skipping so much. When's the conversation appropriate after you've been fucking your fuck buddy a few times to decide that you could take the condom off? what is that situation. First of all, the situation is talked about. It's not just done. It's a conversation. And just because I said I'm good, I didn't hear your fucking ass say you were good. Yeah. You better be quiet over there.
I mean, if you insinuated the other day,
What the fuck else am I insinuating?
I don't know. Previous.
Because I told him a story. Here's a story,
Right,
right?
might have to go on an NPR conversation here.
The story is, I was telling him,
Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. I think we got to NPR this, whatever's going on here. I don't fully understand. I'm gonna delve into this. So, give me a second here, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the conversation's turned to domestic.
I don't know what y'all do if you go down on a smelly pussy.
Don't.
Yeah, you don't. You just don't go down on it.
Right back up.
It's too late.
You go down and pull back.
No, you go right back up, but like, man, I thought you was gonna take care of that. Maybe right finger cross.
Now you say, look, I gotta have some bad breath, and I totally contaminated your vagina. It stinks now.
Wait, every man should do a dip test.
A what test?
Dip test.
A dip? You mean like dip the tip of your finger in and see what it smells like?
Get it going. Get it going. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do us a little thing here at the Mason and Friends show we call NPR. This is Mason Public Radio. Today's episode of Mason's Public Radio is brought to you by viewers like you and the Bill and Linda Gates Foundation. So today we have a domestic conversation going on between people I'm not even sure what they might call themselves. So I'm not gonna espouse a title for them whatsoever. This is new territory here at NPR. We've got nipple grabbing, side slapping semi couple here on the couch, and
Where?
they're here somewhere. They've apparently been fucking for quite a bit of time, at least a week or two. I'm not entirely sure. I think we're gonna have a condom conversation here. Perhaps not. I'm not really sure, but things seem to have delved into a more serious subject. So I wanted to take the Mason and Friends show down a little more serious topic, subject matter style, and bring you some things from the cloudy perspective of NPR.
Carry on.
So,
Alright.
what is it, Amy, that you're exactly saying about Mr. Unit here?
Okay, first of all, just a shout out to you shady motherfuckers who put your condom on and then at some point take that motherfucker off.
Oh wow, no, that's
You
fucking not
shady,
cool.
shady,
That's not
shame
cool.
on you motherfuckers.
That's
You
not
know,
cool. That's Houdini.
I believe-
That's called a Houdini.
I believe I had a girl actually pop one of mine one time.
That happens.
And if the shit falls off on accident, you need a smaller fucking size.
Small.
Falls off?
A condom. You need a
I've
smaller condom.
never had one actually fall off.
I did. It was a shame.
I've had a lot of condoms fall off, and
Don't admit that.
no, I have. I had a lot. I've had a bit. You gonna get that, or am I gonna get that?
That's why he wears the big ones, so they
now
fall
that
off.
we're the mat.
You're supposed to say you ripped through it, not fell off.
Yeah, I tore through one
All
time.
right, so I
Thank
always.
you.
Once or twice.
Yeah, I pop one out. You know what I mean?
Good.
I pop one out. I lost a couple.
The
You know
most,
what I mean?
the most
Lifestyles,
recent,
Trojans.
the most recent one. The girl reached down and grabbed my dick and did something, and then I stuck it back in, and then it tore somewhat soon afterwards. So
Acceptable.
I don't know if she got into it with a nail or what or something, but
Acceptable.
it tore. But fortunately, it was post vasectomy, and no big deal. La-di-da.
Good to go.
Well, everything seems to be where it needs to be.
Can I talk about Andrew now?
Yeah, go.
Please, that's what we're doing here on the
What the fuck are you looking
NPR.
at my pussy for?
Oh my!
Right there. All right, carry on.
Okay. So Andrew and I were having a conversation, and I was talking about my ex. Okay.
Okay.
And because I don't know, nobody really knows this, but I was fucking around with my ex, with
Oh my!
Andrew right here.
This is,
I knew that.
This is.
I know you
I
knew
would
that.
imagine that you knew that at the time.
Andrew was my side
I
dick.
knew she was double dicking.
So
No. You were just my side dick.
Double dicking.
Were you double dicking, or was he
That's
the
double
only
dicking.
dick
If you
were?
have, if there's a main dick and a side dick, that's double dicking.
Well-
For all y'all
Well, I
females
wasn't
out
double
there,
dicking.
Well,
for
she
all y'all
wasn't-
females, that's double dicking. If I'm out here, and if I got a side hoe and I got a main hoe, I'm out here double clitting. All right, there's double clitting and there's fucking double dicking. Get your shit straight.
If
And know
I'm
you-
fighting with my dude and he's not dicking me, that means I'm dicking you. Side dick.
So you're calling him side dick that you were using at the time,
Yes.
while you were in a relationship with someone that you weren't fucking.
No, we were fucking, but we were fighting.
we were fucking, but they
You were
time out
fucking,
for
but
the
you were
day.
fighting too. But
we were
like,
taking little breaks.
was this like months and years with no sex, or was it like a day or two with no sex?
2 hours.
Depended on the fight.
Well, then it sounds like double dicking to me. Then I believe.
There's no way not to put it. Double dicking. Hey, love it to glove it.
All right, motherfucker.
Love it to glove it.
Well, you kept fucking it, so don't complain.
I'm not. I never was. I'm just saying that's. You know, you.
All right, let me get back to my story.
Another good thing. I was gloving it down, raincoating it. You know what I mean? Hey, because you know.
Oh, Andrew.
I don't know. I don't want.
Andrew,
He
remember
went
that
all-
other situation
he
that we
went all
had?
Let's
Gordon's
not talk about
fisherman.
that right. Let's
Oh,
not
we're
put
not
that
gonna
on
talk about
blast.
that?
Let's not put that on blast.
Oh,
I
my.
Yeah,
can't.
because that's
going
to piss me off and you're not going to need no glove tonight.
Oh my.
I mean,
Maybe I will have to give you a ride home.
we don't. Yeah, if you want to. I mean, because
That shit's hard to come back from.
Ladies and gentlemen, things have gone quite awry here at the NPR show.
that conversation has never changed every time we've had it.
This-
So if it wants to go to the cloud, it can go to the motherfucking cloud.
The cloudy perspective of the NPR does not desire whatever in the hell y'all are talking about.
Anyways, so
I'm getting mad just thinking about that shit.
what were you talking about? You of course I don't know.
Let me take a breath. Hold on.
Just talking about.
Oh my.
Take a breath. Shit's about to have me rolling. So, Andrew and I were talking, and I said, you know, at what point do you stop wearing condoms? Well, so I told him that with my ex, that we were seeing each other for a couple of months, and, you know, he was wearing a condom. And then I went to have some STD testing done. Now, the reason I did this, and I'm not afraid to admit it, is because I wasn't worried about me. My husband was fucking around on me. Okay.
And so you stuck with him through that shit?
Well, I wasn't 100% sure, and I was a raging alcoholic, so yeah, I'm sure he fucked me plenty of times after he fucked other chicks. I found out that he had 2 children outside of our 5, right?
Wow.
This was after he passed, so I'll deal with that when I get to heaven, and we'll have a conversation about it before I step in the pearly gates. But yeah, so I knew that he was cheating on me. So before Jamie and I made the decision to stop wearing them, I wanted to make sure that I was good and that he didn't pass anything on to me. Now, I had lots of sex in early sobriety.
But my point is, like, you actually stuck with the relationship post knowing that this guy was fucking around on you.
Yes and no. I wasn't completely sure, and he was pretty convincing.
Yes.
And I didn't even realize, but he had been fucking around for 5-6 years before the marriage ended. So I went and had all my tests done, and everything was clear and everything was fine. And then I was like, you know what? We're going to do this. You might as well go get it done. I went with him and had it done. And I think people should be upfront. I don't think you should say you don't have an STD because you're not having a fucking flare up.
I don't
think-
disagree with that.
People should be straight up about it. It's not cool to pass shit on. Nobody should do that. I think that is fucked up. It should be against the law. So, anyways, I'm telling
Pretty
you.
sure it is against the law. Like, if you get caught transmitting AIDS to people, like,
manslaughter,
it's not that, but it's something.
murder. So,
If you got weed on you, yeah.
so I told Andrew that the last person that I slept with prior to my ex was him. Next thing I know, we finally fuck. And this motherfucker says to me, "You want me to come in you?" And I'm a little confused. Because I'm like, well, of course you are. Because your condom is going to catch that shit. So why would you pull out with a condom on? Well, he didn't have no fucking condom on. And I said, when did we have this conversation? And he said, you said you were good. Well, when did you say you were good? When did you tell me what you did or who you didn't do? Because you're like a party dude.
Nah, man. My dick was fucking fresher than fucking Sunday breakfast, man.
How do you
could
know
serve
that?
shit
You know
up.
most STDs
Man,
sit dormant.
you could have steamed that up with some broccoli, man, like that Devin and Dude dick, man, and serve up with some collard
But
greens, man.
people,
you know what I'm saying?
the
That motherfucker-
conversation should
I
be
use that
had.
shit to
motherfucker-
spread the mayonnaise on your
Yeah.
sandwich, bitch.
I mean, if I'd have put that motherfucker on one of them little side plates that you hold the coffee cup on, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker been glistening like Mr. Clean's fucking forehead, Jack.
The conversation
motherfucker-
should be had.
That pina colada motherfucking cleaner than motherfucking spring water, man.
What if I was
Fresh out
lying,
the
Andrew?
fucking mountain.
What if I was lying?
Damn,
What if
she
you
could have
was
been
lying?
lying.
Well,
then you the one catching a manslaughter charge.
And what if I'm not fixed and I wanted another baby and I set you up?
Damn, that's crazy.
Then what?
Because
Well, I mean, on the record, off the record, fuck it, I'd have found a Mexican because I done fucked up the first time. So.
you'd have
You
found
said
a
you would find a
Mexican.
What the fuck does a Mexican got to do
That doesn't
with
make
it?
sense. He crutches out to something stupid and racist when he doesn't have a good response.
I already, nah. Hey,
She's got a
there's some
Mr.
motherfuckers out there know what I'm talking about. There's a
Mr.
lot of people that like, yo, fuck is he even talking about? But I'm not going to elaborate on that because
I think if the 7 people
Man, it's
listening to our
issues.
show right now that you need to be concerned that some of them aren't Mexicans and mad at you now for
Well,
That's
whatever
fucked up.
reason because
Okay, so,
I don't think
all right, you wanna-
I don't think anyone
legitimately,
understands.
I found a Mexican would have had you off to been like, fuck it. All right, if you want me to go off like that, all right, just fuck it.
What do you? I still
what
don't
did you just
understand.
say?
No, see, the two of us don't understand.
English?
So the two of us don't
Find a
understand
Mexican
the
and
listeners.
You just get rid of the situation.
What situation?
Whatever situation you got.
You think if you got an STD and you fucking Mexican, you
It
pass
goes
that
away.
shit on?
Yeah. He thinks his first kid is. He thinks his second kid is less Japanese than his first kid.
I don't even.
How much of that shit have you smoked?
I don't know what y'all. Apparently, whatever y'all talking about.
What
we ain't
the fuck are you
we ain't
talking about?
the fucking same thing.
What were you talking about?
I was just
fucking
talking about
Mexican?
getting rid of them motherfuckers. All I was talking about.
Talking about, oh wait, so you're saying that to get rid of a relationship, you'll just go bang a random Mexican and then that'll end the relationship that you're in?
I don't know what y'all was talking about.
No,
but
we don't know what you're talking about.
Yes,
I was talking-
that's correct. You have taken this conversation into a path that no one understands.
Yeah, I was all oh shit. Just don't worry about what I was talking about.
Because you don't fucking know. Just admit
No,
it.
I was talking about offing the motherfucker. I mean,
You go
get
hire a
off
Mexican
the
to
motherfucker.
murder your
Yeah, whoever
whoever gave you an STD or you knocked
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
You're gonna hire a Mexican to kill whoever you knocked up.
Yeah, whatever the fuck we just talking about. I think that's where I was going with.
All right,
So-
all right.
Something like that. God damn.
Okay, guys, whatever.
You're a stupid
I don't even
motherfucker
know what
sometimes,
I didn't
dude.
know what y'all was just talking about.
That's the
you know
dumbest
what I
shit
mean?
ever.
I don't know.
No,
It kind
that's-
of makes sense. Whatever the fuck I think y'all was talking about.
Nah,
I
you
thought
gotta
it
be.
was.
You gotta go on Craigslist looking for a hitman. That's the thing to
You were
do.
way off, Andrew.
All right, carry on.
You just mumbled along to cover up your fuck up.
I don't even remember what we were talking about here.
Listen, here's what I want to know, okay?
Yes.
So,
Move on.
my ex who cheated on me, right? He told me, and I hope this doesn't offend anybody. I don't even know if I should say it. Hold on.
Okay.
Nah. You can say it. Whatever. Say it.
whatever, don't
If you
fucking
don't mind
matter.
saying it, say it. Like we're not. I'm not offended. Like
We got 7
and if
people
the listeners,
listening. I don't
if one
think
of our
they're
7
listening no
listeners
more.
are offended, then fuck 'em.
Okay.
We apologize.
All right. So,
Yeah, you didn't
so-
say it. Your ex-husband, it's not with us anymore. Said it.
All right. So my ex, he's kind of a racist, right? Which shocked us all whenever he started.
I mean, if
fucking-
you're gonna say the N word, you can say the N word. You can say N word.
I mean,
you don't
I
have
didn't
to
say
say
nigga.
There's no need to be all
no, this is
racial
That's what
terminology.
I'm saying. If
So-
you're gonna quote somebody and it gets racist, you can say N word instead of the actual N word. But carry on.
man.
You could say either one as far as I'm concerned, as long as it's contextually relevant.
Oh wow, carry on.
I was about to call you the N word. Let me
That's fine.
finish.
That would not
if
be
it's a-
contextually relevant.
So
It ends with an A. That's fine.
yeah, not the ER. So he said, he's real racist, which surprised us when he started doing this girl named Chantel, and he's telling my son, "Oh, she bad, man, she bad." So he's thinking that like she's real light skinned, like not nappy hair and like not dark. And
She's light skinned with good hair, so he thinks he's not banging a black chick.
well, that's what we thought. So whenever we saw her one day, she was not mixed. There was nothing mixed about her. Anyways, he said that she kept wanting him to go down on her, right? And he said, as soon as she gets out the shower, oh man, I'm not trying to say this. As soon as she gets out of the shower, even after she cleans, it's just a whole different smell. Okay.
Well, like we've been saying earlier, vaginas all smell different.
Right.
Each buddy's vagina smells different. So
Okay. Now,
I don't think it necessarily has to do with the color or the orientation or wherever somebody's from or whatever, like their race.
Don't matter the fragrance, the flavor, the color, the size.
you fuck anything?
No,
I mean,
they
not
all
necessarily.
different.
They're all different.
Darker.
And some's are going to smell better than others. So
What do y'all do with it when it does
when
have
it
a
doesn't
little
smell
funk?
good,
When it stank, you go right the fuck back up where you come from.
that's it.
But you shouldn't go down. You're gonna hurt her feelings. She's gonna know her shit stinks if you go down there and come back up.
Dirty. You just don't go down on it.
Okay, so I'll give her some
You know that
gum.
finger
want me to
check?
Give her some gum?
Remember
Let's
that
clean
finger
shit
check you
up.
were talking about?
Dick.
Yeah, you dipstick her and before you ever go down on
Give
her.
it to her.
Exactly. That's the thing. If her pussy stinks,
Fuck it.
you put your fingers under her nose after you've been
Yeah.
playing with her pussy.
You pop
and
it
if
in there,
and
and
if
she
she
can
freaks
smell it.
out, then you tell her.
If she'll lick it, I'll lick
That's
it.
rude.
If she'll lick
Because
it,
that's
I'll lick
rude.
it.
That's rude.
No way.
If she'll
Fuck
lick
that
it, I'll
shit.
lick it. Hey, come here, rude.
It's bad
girl.
enough.
Call me
It's
rude.
bad enough that her
Come
pussy.
here, rude girl. Come here, rude girl. Take it.
It's bad
take
enough
it,
that her
lick
pussy
it,
stinks
lick
and that you're about to roll out. It's another thing to put it in her own face that her shit stinks.
Well, it's like, so what? Should you not tell her that, hey, she has stinky vagina? I mean,
Would you
that's some
st-
tricky
but-
shit.
So you don't go down, but do you finish the fuck? Do you go through with the fucking?
I mean, maybe.
What part of the game are you in?
Hey, microphone. How much does how hot
What do
is
you
this
mean, how
chick?
far? See.
What was the question? What did you just say?
See.
How hot is this chick? How bad does her pussy smell? There's a lot of elements. Like, there's like, and it's not like bad pussy smell is like on a scale from 1 to 10. It's like on a scale from 1 to 1,000.
It's like when
'Cause
you
it's
take the
pussy.
pants down, you can smell it.
Well, you know, it's like, yeah, if you take the pants down, you can smell it. Yo, okay, maybe we got a problem.
Then what?
Then it's probably just gonna
Then what?
bounce the fuck
You,
out.
you flip the finger on a little bit and you make shit happen. You gotta make.
Oh, right, you diddle her and then you leave?
Y'all don't give her, because a lot of girls will give dudes it's called a pity pussy. That's what girls will give dudes.
Pity pussy.
Pity pussy. A lot of girls will give dudes pity pussy.
Well, I mean, I guess I've given pity dick then, in that
Okay.
sense. Like, all right, I guess I'll hit that shit since I'm here. I kind of want to leave, but I'm going to go ahead and fuck her and then leave. Like, you could fake it, too. Because if you're wearing a condom, like, the chick's not going to be like, oh, there's no cum in that condom. You can just be like, oh, sorry, I premature ejaculated.
fake.
Bounce.
Dudes
Yeah,
fake.
but if
We certainly can. And I'll bet you some of us do.
but
Dudes
I mean,
fake.
I'm usually going for, like, the end. But, like, I've definitely, like, left without coming
if
before.
a chick's a freak, they can feel that. They can feel that thrust there, right?
Not necessarily. You could, if you're a reasonable actor, you could fake it too.
If a dude's
All you gotta
going
do is
soft,
just go.
he should fake a
"Ah!"
finish. He
and
should
then-
fake a finish if he's not going to finish.
Nah, but you can feel that junk getting ready to get primed up because that
Get
motherfucking
ready to
that,
get primed
that
up.
motherfucking
You inarticulate fuck.
that penis colada, that penis colada, get motherfucking hard in the rock, right for that motherfucker getting ready to hit the throat.
That's
Or
true.
getting to hit whatever, and then you should know that.
But that's only for like the sensitive vagina types
if I
that
can
really
feel you
know.
kegling, motherfucker, you should be able to feel that motherfucker.
Yeah, but like
pulsating.
not all bitches are kegling. They're not all gonna be on with like,
How's that?
like,
how do they
like
not know
that.
how to kegel? If I know what's up with kegel, bitches should know how to kegel.
Hey, look, most people are dumber
You
than
kegel?
shit. Absolutely.
I don't kegel. Can I kegel?
Yeah, you can. Sure, you can. That way your
That's
dick
just-
stay hard longer. It's better for your healthy prostate kind of
Oh,
shit.
yeah, I can kegel.
I heard gags.
Gags?
Guys, once they start peeing, they can't stop and start.
No, you can stop.
Oh, that's how they kegel?
That's the
Yes.
muscle that you
Oh,
use
I
to
got
stop
that.
while peeing is what you would do
That's a
when
kegel.
not peeing to have a kegel.
Oh, I can kegel all day long.
Yeah.
Unless I'm
You
rolling.
can stop in mid.
that's
Not
true.
right now, but
I mean, I could pee and stop and then pee and stop and pee and stop.
unless I gotta pee like
But that's because I got mad prostate skill and my dick be getting hard like a motherfucker. Brolic, son. Waka! Telling you.
Hell yeah! But you know what? If y'all had a super hot chick,
I'll
right?
let y'all read.
Super hot chick, right? Kind of chick you didn't think that you would be able to fuck, and you get to fuck her.
Uh
Right?
huh. And she got a mad stinky vagina.
Not just
That's all of
that.
them.
Not just that. But she's boring, man. She doesn't do nothing.
If Emma Watson was stinky and boring, I think I'd put up with it.
Or you
Watson.
got not just an average Joe, but an average chick, and she's maybe not as pretty.
No. I'll take the average chick if she's like
She's, like,
sucking dick, like whoa,
comfortable.
she's making my toes curl and whatever she's
Yes,
doing. She's got me
yes.
hard as a rock all the time. I would take like the average chick from right
Yes,
around the way as
amen.
opposed to like a boring Emma Watson.
Amen, Andrew. motherfucker
He ain't
don't
even
pay
listening.
attention.
He's like, huh?
This
Well,
motherfucker
are we
doesn't
doing a
pay
show?
attention.
Who the fuck is Emma Watson?
Jesus Christ.
She's
All right,
like,
I got some confusing shit. We've been doing this show a long time, and I seen the credits come right back with the same scene with these motherfuckers run this fucking armored truck, tiny armored truck in this goddamn water. And I'm like, yo, I seen this motherfucker like 7 fucking times out. They pull the truck out, then they run another one in. What the fuck? And then y'all's talking about, you know,
What the fuck is he talking about?
he pretends that people can see us while we're doing the show, and like you and I understand it. Like we have to have like an actual contextual show that makes sense, and we can't just talk about shit out of the blue.
The fucking Walking Dead episode, man. They drove the fucking truck in the water. They pulled the motherfucker out, and they drove another motherfucker right in the goddamn water again, where they just pulled the fucking truck out. I seen that like 4 fucking times since we've been fucking doing this tonight. And what the fuck, man? That's all I was saying. But now y'all talking about y'all would fuck Emma Watson if her pussy stank. Is that Emma Watson right there? Is that her?
No, that's Jennifer Lawrence.
All right.
And if Jennifer Lawrence's pussy stink, I think I'd fuck her too.
I probably would fuck. Yeah, I would definitely.
Now, let me
fuck
ask
her.
you something.
Would
All right,
eat
here-
it? If you ate it, if it stank,
I mean, Jennifer Lawrence. I mean,
I'd probably lick it. I'd lick it twice.
lick it twice.
I would lick it
If it
twice.
stank, I don't think I'd go
would
down on
lick it
Jennifer
twice.
Lawrence.
You
I would
might
just
as well
lick it
finish the
twice.
job.
Nah, hell to the no.
Well, that's
So who
true
the
because
fuck's
if you
Emma
lick it
Watson?
enough, eventually it'll stop stinking.
All right.
It's like anything, like a fart. It gets better. Like you get used to it.
That's right. You can lick through the
The
funk.
fuck you licking it twice for? That's the funkiest lick.
Exactly. He takes the 2 funky licks.
I'll do 4.
He wants his breath to smell like nasty pussy. He's like,
And I'm gonna kiss you. And I'm gonna kiss you. With my tongue
He's
out.
looking up Emma
You
Watson.
know that right? Oh, that little thing? I feel like I'm gonna break her little ass, man. What the hell?
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, geez, so stupid.
Nah, I had to break her little ass. You can have that one.
No, that's fine. She's all mine.
How come y'all are so down with threesomes with 2 women, but
Dudes is ugly. What the fuck's wrong
I don't want to bump up against another dude
I
that's
can't have no
naked.
ball on dude
Well, don't
contest.
I
touch
want to
each
get
other.
my dick sucked by 2 chicks at the same time way more than I want to like.
well, I want to get my pussy
Finger
licked and
cuff
I
a
want
chick.
fucked at the same time. What's
Do you
wrong
want a
with
pussy
that?
lick and a dick in the ass at the same
No,
time?
in the pussy.
Oh yeah, I can't be.
So you want somebody fucking your pussy while somebody else is licking your pussy?
Fucking right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, chick can do that.
Damn
The
right.
dude, I can't be licking that thing with no dick right up in.
Yeah, I mean,
right
why
in
don't
the
you get a
area.
toy, you know, and let somebody toy you while you're fucking licking your
Why
pussy?
the fuck don't y'all? Y'all want 2 chicks?
It's different. Well, I mean,
not different,
No,
double
I
friend.
understand
I mean,
why.
yeah,
no,
if you
I
got a
understand
friend,
why
yeah, that's
you
fine,
might
you know
want to
what I mean?
have 2 dudes licking your pussy at the same time.
No,
and
no,
I
no,
guess
no.
getting a dick and a pussy lick at the same time could be a reasonable thing if I had a vagina. But like, dudes aren't as like comfortable with other dudes if they're not like into dudes.
Neither
like,
are
I'm not
chicks,
gonna-
but
I'm
we
not
do
gonna
it to
be-
please you fucks.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna be licking on that thing with some dude banging that thing out right there.
Exactly.
With
I don't- I like-
right there, like.
yeah,
Because
the
either a
dick
chick
being
can get
right there.
either a
That's
chick
right
can
here.
get
That's what it
ate
is.
out.
Well,
and
what
then
you
have-
need is a guy that's like kind of into dick, and then so like if the
Nah,
dick
fuck
pops
that,
out,
no.
it bumps him in the
Now, if you
face.
get
He's
another
not going to
chick-
be upset.
No.
You get another chick lick on that thing while I'm banging it down. I'm all cool
No,
with that.
no, I want a dude.
Well, I
no,
wanna tell
I
you.
want 2 dudes.
Sorry.
Because either I have to, if you're fucking me,
Sorry.
Andrew,
That's gay.
then
gay.
I've got to use artificial whatever to
Yeah, you can't find a
give the
real
clit
mouth
some
because he
action.
can't get his mouth down there
Right?
while he's fucking your
So
pussy.
then, if you're eating me, then I want a real dick in me. So
You are awful greedy, aren't you?
I want what I want.
I mean, that's a whole lot of like action going on some
I
pussy.
want what I want.
I want what I want.
Yes, I do. I'm telling you about a dream. One time I had a dream. I walked into a room and there was like 10 Asian dudes and they all just took care of me.
Take the riffle back
Same
with
time,
you.
huh?
You want 12 dudes take
No,
care of what? Hold up. What
I
happened?
walked into a room and I just lay there naked and there was like 10 Asian dudes that just took care of everything. It was a bad dream, dude. It was
Damn, your
good.
feet down, or what are you talking about here? What
Yeah,
is-
I mean,
I
like,
don't know why
what's
they were
all-
Asian because I'm not into Asian people. I like
Were they
white
giving
dudes.
you? They giving you a nail job?
was you at the salon? What the
Let
fuck
me get you
talking
some.
about?
They got one
Oh,
on
you had
each.
a bunch of baby dicks banging you down?
No, but they didn't do that. They didn't do that.
They all just went down on you
so
at the
they do
same
your
time.
Nails,
I
or
don't
they
know
fuck
what
they
they were
look at you.
doing.
They get you dressed and dry clean you.
I don't know what they
the
did,
fuck?
but they did it right.
No ticky, no laundry.
So
They did
either
it
you
right.
saw floor samples, or you got dry cleaning done, or you would serve some hibachi,
I don't know why
or
I
some
have
fake
dreams.
Chinese,
Like I have dreams.
or is a
but
bunch
it
of
was
me's
good.
running
So, yeah,
around. That
you-
motherfucker couldn't open their eyes, just looking at the wall, because I ain't selling shit.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Whatever your dream is, you talking about, man. What the fuck?
It was good.
Yeah, I mean, if I had 10 Asian women going down on me at the same time, I wouldn't complain about it.
They were all fighting over me and shit. It was hot.
But I was gonna say, yeah, like there wouldn't be enough space to get all 10 in all at
Yeah.
the same time. They'd have
they
to
were
like,
all fighting each other.
they'd have to pull each other off and like go on
It was just an ego dream.
an ego dream. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had a bunch of fucking Bruce Lees running around there fucking karate
If it was
chopping each
real,
other.
they'd been white. That's why I
Shit,
said
Bruce
it was a
Lee,
dream.
Jackie Chan, Jet Li.
Yeah, Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee. All
How
about
cool
this
would
bitch.
that be if they were like actually kung fu fighting over your vagina? Like,
Oh shit.
You just sitting over there like this, you know, up on the pedestal, you know, big leg all up on the up
yeah, Jet Li pulls Bruce Lee off and they start fighting and Jackie Chan
No.
sneaks in and starts going down.
Snapchat this shit, bitch! Bam! Here you go, Jackie Chan.
No, I was in some swinging contraption.
Apparently, if you had 12 fucking Japs running around that motherfucker not playing Nintendo, you had some shit going on there, faux show.
Well, but the weird thing was they were all blindfolded. They just fought for it. It was weird.
They found your. They were.
So you was hanging. So you was like a pinata. Your little poontang was up
Kinda.
there like a pinata over there, and you had a
Kinda.
bunch of little fucking
I think
blindfolded
it was
Japs
like a
running around
sex
there.
swing.
What
You
was
were
it?
in a sex swing
I think
with
so.
blindfolded Asian men kung fu fighting
Kung fu fighting.
over your
No,
vagina.
They
Yeah.
blindfolded. They had one hand behind their back and they had a finger. They could pick one finger. They had a poke.
Yes. All my Asian men hit me up.
Jesus fuck Christ.
You should put an ad on Craigslist. It's like, I want 10 Asian men to fight over my vagina.
Cause she want 10 Asian men, yes, fighting over vagina.
You know, one thing is true.
Everyone was kung fu
One thing is true.
fucking.
Asian men have the
Finger
smallest
poking
penises.
You say that's true?
It is true. That's a fact.
What's that?
Well, Asian women have the tightest pussies. Asian men
Is that
have
a fact?
smallest dicks. Yes. Do you ever see a porno with an Asian man? Do you ever see, like on the internet, an Asian man's dick? No. There's a reason for that.
Yep.
I
Because
guess.
they're puny.
I mean, I don't really like catalog
Full
the
Asians.
the race of
You know, not half Asians like you, honey.
the men into pornos. You know what I mean?
You
But,
don't see Asians in pornos.
But you're
You
right.
don't
I mean,
see
I can't
Asian
recall seeing an Asian in a porno.
Because they are small
Jackie
wieners.
Chan never fucked in a porno. Slinging his dick every day.
Jackie Chan's mole never made it to a porno.
I'm getting so horny with all this
Just
talk.
don't
I'm about to
fight.
take both of you on right
Just
now.
ain't no porno.
Yeah, right,
I'm
right,
not gonna
right.
see Mason's dick.
Y'all-
So sorry about your bad luck. I'm
Y'all
gonna kick
just
his
keep your
little ass
space.
out.
Yeah, right. We gotta
Y'all
maintain
go
space.
get-
We'd have bubbles. We're gonna put bubbles around us.
There no bubbles.
I'll put up like a medical curtain.
Nah, he
Y'all
gonna get the
just
fuck
do
out.
your
He
thing.
There you
gonna
go.
get the fuck out. You
There
gonna
you
get
go.
naked. That's all it's gonna be. That's what's gonna happen. Sorry about it.
Yep.
I said the pictures, you know.
There
You
you
know what
go.
I said to him before
There
we
you go.
went on air? I was like, "You want me to suck your dick while we're on air?"
Nah.
He said, "No, ew, that's gross." I said, "Then I'll suck Mason's."
I don't remember any of that. I think I said
You
yeah.
don't remember shit.
I'd want to be off air because I don't know if I could tell you in time if I was going to come or not.
I would. I'm like,
I bet
yep.
you do a better
I
job
know.
than him.
I know how important it is. I certainly would make a lot of noise. Be like, I'm gonna come with you.
You know what? I gotta tell y'all. So don't make too much noise for real. This is good information for dudes.
Don't scream too hard when I come.
Dude, do
That's the
not
spot.
make more noise than a fucking female. But don't also go. Just came. Okay. You women
So
like
it's got to be somewhere in between.
yes. Women like growling like. Like growl, like
Growl
get up
it
in
out.
my ear, like while you're hitting.
Growl that come out.
Growl that shit like a fucking animal.
Hashtag growl the come out, bitches.
Yes, growl right up.
Growl that come
Let
out
y'all
of there.
bitches walk from a cracker.
Why are you laughing? You growl real good.
Oh, is that something I've been fucking all up in the joke, man?
You growl
I'm
real
telling you,
good.
man. Shit, when the motion hit the ocean.
but when a
shit.
dude is just getting it, get the fuck out of
we
here.
We ain't doing Lamaze about this, mom.
No, you know some dudes do that,
Oh, I know that. Well, I mean, I don't know that, but I can imagine.
and then they come like girls. It's awful. They do. They do. Right, Andrew?
I've never seen that, Solomon.
You never
I
seen
don't know.
that?
I never came like a girl before when I was coming, but like
Do
know,
it.
I've made some noise before.
Your legs quiver. When a girl fakes an orgasm, her legs don't quiver. Just so y'all know. But if she's good at it, she can make them quiver.
I don't know. I've had some pretty rumbly girls.
Here's an easy
before.
way to find out if a girl fakes it or not. After she supposedly had one, she doesn't get wetter.
Yeah, if she's
Boom.
faking it, she's not coming back for more.
When you look away, she goes. I mean, what else? I don't know.
Yeah, nah, there's definitely a lot of faking on the bacon out there with
Definitely
these bitches.
faking on the bacon.
But it's funny because like all these chicks will fake it, and they'll like want to get some more. Like you faking this shit, you coming back for more. Like if
No, they're not coming back for more. They're hoping to have one.
Well, shit, what the fuck
They're
ever.
hoping.
Well, like if I get my dick sucked by a chick and it's completely lackluster and half-ass, I'm not gonna be like, hey, can you suck my dick some more?
Yeah. So y'all get bad blowjobs.
Yeah, sure. You
What
get the
makes a
lazy
bad
ass,
blowjob?
like a lazy ass, no effort put in.
Blowjob, that's no love, nothing.
Exactly, no enjoyment of the process.
There's
So it's a
amazing.
job. It's
They
work.
just be like,
They're like, ugh. Hold on a second.
can we fuck now?
Yeah, but the technique, it's.
Or are you gonna come?
Blowjob the
Are
same.
you gonna come? Like, I don't know. Like, if you fucking suck my dick better, yeah, I would
Oh,
fucking
yeah, they're
come.
definitely not interested in if they're bugging you to come.
Exactly. It's like, don't ask me if I'm gonna come. Make me come. Fucking get the job done.
Yeah. Or there's two things. They could lie or be honest. If they say, I can't suck your dick anymore, I got to get up on that motherfucker. That could be true.
That's fine, too.
Or it could be that they don't want to suck your dick.
Yeah. And hey, look, either way,
You know,
it's
some
fine.
dudes like fingers up their ass when they come.
Well, I mean, if it helped me come, I suppose I'd like it too.
You should try it.
Nope.
Well,
You should try it.
the thing is, it's like,
Stick my finger up your ass.
thing is, it's like a girl like you.
What?
You seem to have abilities with fingers up the ass. So like, that's something that you're gonna be
How
more.
the fuck do I got abilities with fingers up the
know,
ass?
what's up?
You talking about it?
I said
you talking about it?
dudes need to not finger the ass when they're eating a chick out.
No. You just said some dudes like a finger in the ass when they're getting their dick sucked.
Didn't mean I did it.
Well,
Means
I'm
they
saying
asked.
like if a girl is gonna be readily bringing that shit up, like, hey, you know, like let me stick my fingers in your ass while I'm blowing you, you might be like, well, do you really know what you're doing there?
Yeah.
Like, is that something you're an expert at? Like, if I let you stick your finger up my ass, am I gonna come really hard, really quickly? Because if you really know what you're doing, I might let you do it. But if you're just like willy nilly, let me stick my fucking finger in your ass because I'm a freak.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. I need a bitch just like,
That's not
motherfucker, I
happening.
stick my finger in an ass and the dude be coming like, whoa.
I would never do that shit. And if I did, it would be a finger condom because I don't want shit
You
up
put
under
on
these
a
nails.
finger condom.
No
Yeah,
shit under
doo
these
doo
nails.
doo under those nails would be a
wow.
real problem.
Wow, that's
She don't
disgusting.
want to do that.
Because you'd
you
be
know
out smoking your
pressure?
cigarette and smelling doo doo all the time.
No, fuck that. But you know, pressure, like in between
man.
the asshole and the balls, is good too.
Hell, I just like contact. Touch me. Touch me.
Touch somewhere around there.
Touch me.
There's a good bubble right there where he's good to go.
You know, I'm just gonna put it like this:
Mine's
girls,
sticking
just
your
be
finger in my
honest.
ass.
Put it out there. If you don't like something, say you don't like it.
Absolutely.
If you want something different, ask for something different. You're not gonna hurt his feelings. You're gonna turn him the fuck on. So stop pretending like you like it when you don't.
For real. I need
want
these
to.
bitches to just be honest about what they're after, and there's a pretty
You know-
decent chance I'd be willing to do most of the things they're
Yes,
interested
and don't wait until you leave and say that motherfucker didn't know what the fuck he was doing.
in. Yup. He had no clue.
Teach him.
Yeah,
Let
good
the
luck.
girl after you benefit,
Good luck.
right?
For real.
Like Andrew's gonna be a pussy eating motherfucker when I'm done with him.
Please, I eat that shit when I want. When you lucky, I'm hungry
The
now.
funny thing about pussy, the more you eat, the hungrier you get. It's
That's
just
what I'm saying. I mean, I eat that shit when I want, but you're lucky I'm hungry.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah.
well,
There's plenty of hungry people.
ladies and gentlemen,
Oh man, so I hook it up right now.
I think we're gonna have to shut this show down.
Since you ain't bring no Snicker bar.
I have to
with
break
you.
down this setup here, get up out of here, let the Jew unit get his vagina eaten on, and we'll be done with all this and not done with all of that. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're still listening, you must be a friend of the Mason and French
Love
show.
y'all.
We
Love the
love
fuck
you.
outta y'all.
We appreciate you.
I like this show. I'm
I'd like
horny.
to thank Amy and Jew
Jesus
Unit for
Christ.
being on here.
I
And
do.
we're going to have to bring in more women to get them horny too. Holla, holla, holla. Holla, holla, holla.
Eh.